Good evening everybody and welcome along to Inside Line Racing. This is ILR5 on the PS4 side and we are at round number 4 here at Baku for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and I did not just do the intro 5 minutes ago when I thought I was live, but I wasn't. I should have checked beforehand, but we're definitely live now. I did check and it is all good. Next time, check before I start talking that we are live. Anyway, this track is absolutely amazing. It has so many good battles and on-track action and sometimes a little bit of issues. But anyway, let's go through this track map of this beautiful circuit. So as you can see, it is very windy, 6.0 kilometers long, 3.7 miles, and it winds its way in between the buildings and through the old part of the city. 2 DRS zones here, one at the start finish straight and one just at the start of turn 2. And we can see speeds going into turn 1 up to 210 miles an hour. That's how fast it's going to be. It's quite a short run into turn 1. Not as long as other tracks, but it's the second longest circuit after Spa. Spa is very long, and obviously this one is quite long as well. So we got full 20 driver grid today, which is great. And I do believe we also have every single one of them in the lobby. So apart from Khalifa, who is not here this week, but he will be back next week. Is his first race in ILR5 next week, so that'll be good. So in replacing it's Colo Man. He's going to be in the Ferrari this week. But anyway, let's go through the standings before we go straight to qualifying. So we've got Corboy that is leading the championship with 43 points. So we got Dan, who is on 34. We got Jack, who is on 30. Huberto's on 28. NWBB is on 25, Casper's on 25 as well in 6th place, 7th place is Jay Carty, 8th place is Milos, 9th is Ronline, 10th is Quinton with 12 points, 11th is Aero Specialist with 8, 12th is Swimmy with 8 as well. Then we have Pete on 8, S-Boy on 6 with 14th place, Pinsky with 4 points, Cam K with 3 points, and with the rest of the guys, IXE Fun, Collins and Ben Gallagher yet to score. So, are you about to get ready for this qualifying? I would go through the constructors, but everyone's got points in constructors. There's no constructor that doesn't have a single point, which is good to see. And we've got Mercedes leading the way by only 18 points, they might add. And we got Red Bull with 38, McLaren on 30, Williams on 30, Racing Point on 25, Toro Rosso on 20, Renault on 12. I'm losing count here. Haas on 11, sorry, and Ferrari on 8. Yeah. I do believe reserves count towards those as well, so that is good news. Right, let's kick off with qualifying, because I know you guys want to see qualifying. So, we've got 12 minutes to go. Sorry about starting late once again. The lobby did start late as well, so that's why we were late starting, and also because of my lack of knowledge of the stream starting. But there we go, we're back on anyway. So, in the last few races we've seen earlier on tonight, we've seen a mixture of strategies actually in the dry weather. So I wonder if we're going to see the same tonight. Now, as you can see, it is dry qualifying. I haven't had word about the race, but since we see hard tyres being used, I think we're going to have a dry race, I think. We're not going to have any rain. So that's going to be a relief for the drivers, because if we have some rain here in Baku, it's going to cause chaos from the very start. So, yeah, so let's see who we can go on board with, who is on a lap. Now, Roberto's on his out lap, so we won't go on him. Now, S-Boy, could he be on a lap? Now he's going towards the final part of sector 3. He's getting a very good run actually, and the fastest lap time already is set by Milos with a 1:38.6. So we are starting to see good faster lap times right off the bat. So we're just going to see 1:40.2 from the Toro Rosso, and I do believe Huberto's on a lap now. So, which I thought he was. So he's just gone past the very tricky curbs that people have to manage. Luckily a few people move out the way anyway, and then you're going to approach 7 and then go all the way to 8, 9, 10 and 11. That is all the castle section basically, and the trick is here with the castle section, which is what I learned earlier from a few drivers: brake a bit earlier than you normally would, because then you should be alright. In my race, I retired on lap 2, but it wasn't the castle section that I bottled it. I'll show you actually where I bottled it in my race. It was here. This corner here, which is turn 13. I think it's turn 13 anyway. I think that's what it's called. But that corner is kind of tricky because it just goes at you so fast. It's unbelievable. But hopefully these drivers will be alright anyway. As we've got Huberto, who is going to go through set 3 now. He's on the softs. So, suggesting that soft to hards may be possible. I have seen it happen before, but that's usually from lobby restarts. And Huberto set the fastest lap, 1:38.4. So that's pretty good banker laps so far. Now, I think everyone else is probably going to go into the pit, so they're not going to get their laps in at some point. And Coreboy's left. I think Coreboy has disconnected, I think. So, yeah, I'm not sure. So hopefully, can I get him back? I think I have him. I'm not sure. Can I invite him? No, no, you can't. I swear, I know on PC you can. So I know on PC you can invite, or Xbox. No, it's Xbox I can invite people, not PS4. That's annoying. But he's joined anyway, so that is good news. So, Dan, I believe, is on the lap as well in the Red Bull. And, Dan's had a little bit ons and off, but he's been a bit being consistent. He's been in the top 4 last week, which was good to see. And hopefully he can get a good result here. As Dan almost went into Ron there, and Ron has retired from the session. He's one of the first casualties that I've seen from the castle section. I think Dan is going to keep going. I'm not entirely sure, but looks like he's going because he's got he's on hot lap mode at the moment, because otherwise, if he wasn't going to keep going, he would bump it all the way down to 0. Or he might be saving some of his ERS, I don't know, but we'll just have to wait and see. And this is a very long straight on sector 3. And you can go full power here, go all the way up to 8th gear here. And we'll just have to wait and see what happens on the softs. We'll see. I didn't see how fast his sector 2 time was, but we'll see in a minute. 1 at 38.9. That puts him P5 right now. Now, online lap time is not bad. So, but if we could see, but I will possibly be seeing people in the 137. So, one line could be pushed somewhere lower, but we'll see. We'll see anyway. So, and I will double check from the driver to see what the weather report is. It is dry quali, like we said, and it is dry but cloudy race. So dry everything. So we're not going to get any rain. I thought so. So yeah, that's why. Usually, like I said earlier, is the tyres that cause that to happen. And Quintin's P4 at the moment. It's pretty good. He was suffering from internet troubles last week. He was lagging for me on the stream. I'm not sure if it was my end, or I wasn't sure if it was the driver's end, but hopefully he's got his internet connection sorted for the race. And from what I heard, Ben Gallagher had an AI in front of him, so he might be having some issues as well. So hopefully that's not the case, please. So yeah. So we'll see how he improves. He's probably, I do believe he's on it on the fly. Yes, he's on it on the fly actually, because I think he came out actually. So he's on the soft. Now let's go to Beth actually, see what other people been on. So top 10 set their best lap on the softs. Then we've got S-Boy on the mediums, Swimmy on the mediums, Coolboy on the hards, Abassi on the mediums, Kylo on the hards, Pete on the hards, Cam on the hards, Ben on the hards. NWBB hasn't set a lap time, neither as specialist, but they, I think, fitted the hards. But Quintin, I believe, is going to get a lap in. No, he's diving into the pits. I had a feeling about that because he didn't dive into the pits that quickly. And is that Pinsky going very, very slowly there, or did he just spin it? That is very impossible to tell there from his screen, from his point of view anyway. But looked like he just spinned it there. So Jack Hawkeye had a very good result last week. I was impressed with his performance. So hopefully we'll see him do well this week as well. In the standings, he's third. He got a podium last week, which was very impressive for him. And I think it was last week he got a podium, or it might have been Bahrain, not entirely sure. But he got a podium this season anyway, and he's worked very hard. Hopefully he can use this momentum to go into the race. And he's currently 10th. Now, this is just a slow part of qualifying, really, where everyone's going to dive into the pits and they're going to try and see if they can get their best lap possible on the tyre they want to start the race on. We'll see. It is one of those tracks where you can start on the softs. It is doable to do soft to hard. It's not like Bahrain where you can't go on softs completely unless you're a miracle worker. So we could see a lot of people on the softs. Now, a lot of people have fitted the softs, which I'm quite shocked. I thought a lot more people would be on the mediums, but it's just my reckoning anyway. I think the most common strategy will be mediums to hard or soft to hards. Or we could see soft, medium, soft, or soft, medium, medium. I don't know much about these strategies. I didn't do the full race. So I was going to do mediums to hard, if you're wondering what my strategy was going to be. So, yeah, I was tempted to do soft to hards, but I was like, nah. And even though my medium lap was shocking. But anyway. So, oh, Milos, 138.2. So he's improved a little bit. I'm just going to see the gaps a little bit. So, 2 tenths. Now, I want to put a bet in for you guys. How many people would you think would finish? Now, in ILR8, the race I was racing at, I think only 13 people finished. Will we beat that? Will we get more people finishing in ILR5? I hope so. I pray to God we hope so, because otherwise I'll be something wrong. But anyway. And Onyx is cheering for Ronnie, but unfortunately your man Ronnie is not doing very well. He's retired. He binned in the castle section earlier. He doesn't usually bin it when you're not there. So, and I did see a McLaren bin it as well in turn 2. So that was not where you want to bin it, to be honest. NWBB and Aero Specialist need to get a move on if they want to get a lap in at the time. They've got 3 minutes left, and on the hards, interesting enough, fitted, or they might want to start on the back. To be honest, starting at the back of the grid it's all right. In Baku, I don't think quali matters much because we've seen people go from last on the grid to finish 5th or something. So it's one of those tracks, quali is not as important because you can overtake. And I've seen quite a few people overtake through turn 5 and 6. That's quite common to do that. But some people may not just get the bare exit and just misjudge it a little bit. And as long as people don't use the curb at turn 5, because I do believe corner cutting is on strict, I believe. I don't really want to check now because I'm obviously streaming, but I do believe it's on strict, like it is all season for ILR5, I think. I don't know anyway. I will double check. So, Jude Lappert said apparently ILR7 was madness. To be honest, if any of the tiers that obviously I didn't watch, because obviously I was watching ILR8, if any of the other tiers didn't have any carnage, then it's not real. But yeah, hopefully this should be alright. Baku races are pretty cool, but I remember in ILR3 Xbox only like 4 people finished the race. When that was the last race I commentated in ILR for Baku anyway, and but anyway, oh, Quintin, he got a bit of slipstream from the McLaren. Oh, I think both of them moved out of the way there. As we got Quintin in 4th at the moment. And his teammate RXC Fun, he hasn't got any points so far this season. He's 3rd, so he's got a good qualifying position. And I think everyone's out on their laps. I think Aero Specialist, I think is going to start from the back. Yeah, he is. He's going to start from the back, so job is a good one. So I don't think he's going to have enough time to go into it. Quintin, I believe, is he going to have enough time to set one more lap? Or just have to wait? I think he will just about to. And then Berto has run out of fuel, so Milos is close actually to the 137s. So Huberto, I think Huberto's gamble hasn't paid off here. But again, placing doesn't matter for him, so you never know. Hopefully he won't get involved as much carnage as he did last week, because China was a huge issue for him. But you never know. He may do better in Baku. We'll have to wait and see. Now, I do like you guys to get involved in the chat, because I like to keep the stream as interactive as possible. Let us know your thoughts. Who you're rooting for? Who do you think is going to finish? How many people are going to finish? Now, Milos is going for the castle section. Now, we'll just have to wait. Oh, no, he's on his outlap. I do believe he's on his outlap. I don't think he's going to make it in time. And I think IXC is we're down the ERS. Quintin, I think, is on his second fly. It'll be his final one. The danger of running a lot of laps on the softs, then it's gonna put you at a disadvantage, and that's what Quintin's thinking, and he's retired. Swimmy is he going on a? Is he gonna finish? He's on a fly at the moment. How about Pinsky? Pinsky's going to have a tow from the Toro Rosso in front of S-Boy as well. I'm just seeing who could be on a lap that we can follow, because Roberto's in the pits. Milos is on his outlap. Pete. Now, Pete hasn't had any luck at all the last few races, and it's a bit of a sad to see that. And that's probably due to my jinxes. Oh my God, that's one of the Mercedes just binned it, similar place where I binned it earlier. That was Casper, I believe. So Casper is taking no longer part of qualifying. So now the podium, according to Onyx, is going to be impossible to tell. I think it is, to be honest. If people make it to the end, that's going to be an achievement in itself, really. It's kind of like endurance, really, at the end of the day. Now, Pete's going to come across the line. Let's see where he's going to come. He's going to come. Oh, Pete's pole! Pete's pole, yes! Come on, Pete! So he's pole at the moment. Now, Milos, I do believe he's on a lap, but he's only 4 tenths down. But he can make up some time. And he's running low ERS as well, and he's only 4 tenths down. So, impressive. Very impressive. Anyway, I'm just going to see if anyone else can improve. Swimmy is going for the star really straight. Again, he's going to get a tow as well. And I think the tow is going to be very effective here. And Luke just said it is not viable to do the soft to hard strategy if you're doing a soft for 2 laps. Yeah, I agree. I got to agree. Swimmy goes to 4th. Let's see who else is down at the bottom. Colo Man, the other Ferrari. Oh, he's proved quite a lot, hasn't he? But it's not going to be enough for pole, I don't think. I'm just seeing. I think he's the only one on a lap. Milos. I'm just seeing what Milos is. Milos ahead. No, Milos in the pits. Okay, let's go back to Colo. There we go. P6. Very impressive from Colo Man. I think he's the last man to go out. Yeah, he is. So, I think it's for the first time this season, actually. Peter's got pole. Well, about time as well, because he's saying, oh, I think I'll be good at... Because he looked good in Bahrain. When he was practicing for Bahrain, he looked good, and then he bottled it, sadly. But, you know, he's not showing signs of that today. If he can get a good start and avoid the carnage in turn 1, he should be fine. But I probably jinxed him now. And so, if you are new to League Racing, the top 10 will have to qualify on... Well, they have to start the race on the side they qualified the fastest lap on. They set their fastest lap on. The top 10... have all picked the soft tyres. That is interesting. But soft to hards, I think, is a lot more common than I thought. Or they might try the 2-stop. We might see a mixture. So, let's go through the standings quickly. So, the top 12 is separated by a second. That is pretty good. So, we got Pete in P1, Roberto in P2, Milos in P3, Swimmy in P4, NWBB in 5th, Coloman P6, Pinsky in P7, Dan in 8th, IXC Fun in 9th, Quintin rounds up your top 10. One line, now he's in a good position, he's in 11th, J Carty 12th, Coolboy 13th, S-Boy 14th, Basti 15th, Ben Gallagher 16th, Casper 17th, and I didn't see who else was beforehand, so yeah, but anyway, the bottom half will get free choice of tyres anyway. So, dry race as predicted. You got your qualifying predictions. Who you think is going to win? It is, like I said earlier, it is survival of the fittest here. I can almost guarantee we will see retirements. The question is who. So, audio is out of sync on stream. Okay. Right. That is interesting. Right. I don't know. Is audio fine for you guys? Is audio fine for you guys? Because I don't know. It's impossible to tell, really. Or it might be my stream absolutely being an idiot. But I was having problems earlier on. I don't know. We'll see anyway as we go to the formation lap. So I only just checked my messages. So if I don't know. We'll see anyway. I'll go on board with someone and see what happens. I think we're okay. I think we should be fine. But if someone can check, that'll be brilliant. So, yeah, it's good. I think it fixed itself. I think. Not sure. Right. So, let's look at tyres. So, we've got Pete on the softs. Roberto on the softs. Milos on the softs. Obviously, it's all the top 10 on the softs. Why am I going through that? We've got Ronline on the mediums. Jay Carter on the mediums. Coolboy on the mediums. S-Boy on the hard, Abassi on the mediums, Ben Gallagher on the mediums. I need to check if I'm muting my TV. That's probably why. I think. No, that's okay. That's okay. I'm muting my TV. It's all good. Casper's on the softs. Now, I don't know why Casper's on the softs there. That is intriguing. I guess Casper... If that strategy could work for him, as long as he doesn't avoid any as long as he doesn't have any carnage, that'll be good for him. And we've got Cam K mediums, Jack mediums, and Aero Specialist mediums. So all three tyres used. The only person on the hards is S-Boy. Now hards, not the best race tyre to start on, because I know from experience when I was doing practice a few days ago, hards, they take forever to warm up. And we've seen that. I've seen that in the ILR8 race when I was watching it after I retired. It takes absolutely forever. So I wonder if these guys it will take forever for them. We shall see. So anyway, so we are about to get started. The drivers have been told to take it cautious in turn 1. How many people will get the message, I don't know, but we did have a glitchy start in ILR8. Let's just hope we don't get a glitchy start here, please. But there was a new patch that came out, I think it was a few days ago. No, it was yesterday, actually, it came out. But it was only a 1 gig patch, so it shouldn't cause too much trouble. So, right. Are you guys ready for some action? I hope it could be exciting. I hope it could be entertaining for you guys to watch. I was doing ILR4 the last time I was doing commentary for PS4 anyway for Baku, and it was quite good. I think only 12 people finished that race. Will more people finish? We'll have to wait and see. The 5 red lights are coming on then. We'll have to wait and see. And it is... well... okay. That was a glitch. Oh, that was a delayed start. I jinxed myself there, as Peter's got a very good start. They were waiting a long time for the lights to go out. It might be a spectator glitch, I don't know. But looks like Pete's managing to pull away. Let's see if everyone's made it clean through into turn 1. And then going through to turn 2, that's going to be quite tricky. Yes, they all made it clean, which is pretty impressive as well. A few people dropped it. Casper is trying to make a move around the inside of Jack. We're going to turn 5 as well. Let's see what happened here. The McLaren's almost getting caught up in that a little bit. And then we got Bassi trying to go around the inside turn 6. He's done it into P11. Let's go jump back to the front of the action where we could see some changing positions a little bit more. As Colo Man, I think it's going to do all its best to try and stay ahead. And I think Pete's going to have the best view in the house because he's got some clean air. And if people bought the castle section, then that's it. But looks like the top 5 managing to get away scot-free there, which was good to see. And so is this a race? Is this a Baku race? Because we're seeing no carnage on the first lap so far. I'll probably jinx myself. But yeah, they've all made it away cleanly. They followed my message, even though we had a glitchy start. So, you know, GG guys. GG ILR5. Can I join your tier, please, to race? Because you guys have... I think these guys are taking it a little bit more cautious. But anyway, we've got a little bit of slipstreaming fest coming up here. As we have got NWBB on Quintin. And Pete's just set the fastest lap. Oh my god, this is going to go 3 wide in a minute, going into turn 1. Oh no, I thought there was not going to be carnage. There is. Quintin, I think's binned it. Or he might have had contact, I don't know. Oh, we are starting to see contact already. We're seeing a bit of carbon fibre. And, yep, I probably jinxed it myself here. As Cam K has dropped down to 16th. Behind Jack Hawkeye. So there we go. So Quintin will have a front wing change. Now, it's important not to give up here. Because even if you pit, you could still get points. Because there might be people that just give up and try not to do that. But you never know. As we've got Cam K just trying to make up for lost time here behind Casper. I think Casper is another person that is having issues. I think internet, but hopefully it might be my end. I'm not sure, but anyway, I think Casper has dropped it a little bit. And then we've got Jay Carty and just gone past Ben Gallagher. Has Ben Gallagher had some sort of issue there? Ooh, that was close. That was close from Ben Gallagher there. Roddy's up to P8. That is pretty decent for him on the mediums. He's the highest medium runner as well, so I'm sure there must be some other issue that I didn't see, surely. So there was only one person in the pits. What's going on? I'm not going to say anything more. I think most of these guys are probably just good around this track. I think that's what it is. I think it looks like Ben Gallagher's fine. Yep, he's fine. I think he's just lost a bit of pace. I think he's taking it cautiously, which I think is important for the opening laps, to take it a bit cautiously. Don't go too aggressive. And we got IXE Fun having another slipstream with NWBB as well. So NWBB has just got past IXE quite convincingly. They're managing to hold on. And let's look at the Supercharge Award, because if you are new to my streams, I introduced something called the Supercharge Award. And basically it's the person that's gained the most positions by the end of lap 2 gets the Supercharge Award. And all they get is pride, really. So let's just see who's got it this week. And it is... It is Jack, I believe. Yeah, it's Jack. So Jack has gained 5 places. He started 14th. And what tyres is he on? He's on the mediums. Now, Cam K's on the hards. I think Cam K's had a bit of an issue. So he has dived it into the pit lane, sadly. And I think he's going to run his own race for a little bit, sadly, which is a bit of a shame. But he's not a big fan of Baku. He didn't do too well last time when he was in Baku, sadly. But yeah, we've got a bit of a scrap for the lead there. We've got Milos, Huberto and Pete still running together. And Pete is still leading. You can print screen it all you want. Pete is still leading. Oh god, no. Yeah, not going to say anything more. I probably jinxed him now, God's sake. And a few people saying Quinty can gain a few positions if he's on the starting on the mediums. That could possibly work. And S-Boy made 2 positions on the hards. Yeah, he did actually, if I have a look. Yes, he has. As we've got Roberto and Pete having a bit of a scrap for the lead. And oh, Pete has gone into the pits. That was a jinx and a half there. He's gone on to a 7 mediums, I believe. Yep, that's a front wing change. That was a bottle, I think, that he might have binned it. I don't know, but it looked like they were going side by side, and then I didn't see what happened. So he might have binned it just before he went to the... I don't know where he binned it, to be honest. So he looked so far. I think it was just before the pits, I think. Not sure. But we still have a scrap for the lead anyway. See? That's why I don't make predictions, guys. Because of that. And if you're watching, Pete, I'm so sorry, because I absolutely jinxed you. I thought I was going to get away with jinxing this stream, but that's probably not going to happen. Or maybe it was Pete's call all along, you never know. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, Milos is still gaining. We'll have to wait and see how much he's gained this sector. Now, I can't remember from the top of my head what lap people on the soft pit. I think it's lap 8 to 11. I think that's the I think that is the window, I think. Not entirely sure, but correct me if I'm wrong. But I think it's around between laps 8 to 11 is when we'll see the soft runners pit. So, this is looking good action so far. I'm still quite shocked in itself that we still have all 20 cars in lap 4. But there we go. It is, you know, just hope none of these guys make a mistake. Here's Miles. He's going to get Slipstream and DRS. Slipstream fest here at the start finish straight. And he easily gets past Roberto Mancini. Swimmy has just done the exact same thing on Kylo, but Kylo has gone into the pits. Ferrari are not having a good day, to be honest, because I think he's been pit for front wing changes. Nope, he's not. He's doing a 2-stop. Are both the Ferraris doing a 2-stop? I think they might be. So, I know for Pete it might be in a front wing change, but for Kylo it is not a front wing change. It is a 2-stop. But we did see in ILR8 the 2-stop work, so it is possible. It is possible. It could be faster. I don't know. As Jack Corkai goes into the pits as well. Is he doing a 2-stop? No, I can't. I thought I can't get to him. Now, let's check tyres quickly. He's coming across he's just gone past Capcake. Nope, he's on the hards, interestingly. He must have been struggling on the mediums then. So I'm guessing he's possibly going to take the hards to the end, which is, I don't know, is it too impossible to call? And we've got the two Mercedes fighting for P12 and P13, as we've got a little bit of a train forming here from P12, from P11 down into P14. So, yeah. And interestingly, what? I'm only just seeing this. I do apologise. I'm only looking at the track periodically at the moment. But one line on the mediums, come on. He's into P5 at the moment on the set mediums. Bassi P7. That is both of them doing very well. And Jay Carty and S-Boy having a little bit of a scrap for the points, because any points is key around here, to be honest. As S-Boy is doing very well to stay out of trouble, to be honest. He's looking for his best points finish. S-Boy got 6 points so far this season. And we got Milos, I do believe he's on a... Yeah, Milos is doing a 2-stop as well, I believe. Yeah, but he's doing a 2... Wait, no, he's not. So he's doing softer hards. So they're pitting a few laps earlier than I thought they were going to be. That is the disadvantage of not knowing what the soft strategy is. But Milos comes ahead, just ahead of Colo Man, who's right behind him. That's what I'm liking about this race so far in Baku. A mixture of strategies. And S-Boy, S-Boy's had an issue somewhere. Or is he going on doing a 2-stop? No, his pit stop was a bit longer than usual. So, I think he must have had that. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But anyway, Milos is trying to see if he can get past Colo. I think Colo actually went ahead of him, actually. Colo is on, obviously Colo just pitted as well. He's on fresher mediums, but he also has to stop as well. And SY Mix or Zwy Mix, or however you say your name, go Milos Polish power. And Luke says amazing pace for Milos on those softs. Yeah, he is doing well on the softs, and he's on the hards. I think he's one of those people that can take it to the end of the race. I think he can do it. He's one of those people who can do well. Now, Milos is 8th in the championship at the moment. And he's looking to get better, of course. He's going to gain advantage here as we've got Aero Specialist and Casper having a bit. And we've got Roberto, Swimmy and Dan in the pits. They're going on the hards, I believe. And we have got Swimmy is going to go past. Yep. Aero Specialist is going to go past Swimmy and go into the pit lane. And we've got Milos who's just made its way past as well. No, actually, it's not Milos. It's still Aero Specialist again. It's quite hard. I'm doing a crofty here. I don't really want to be doing a crofty at this early stage. Now, Ron Line is still in the net lead of this race. That could be interesting. So he thinks the mediums are going to go on for a little bit longer. But don't forget, there wasn't many people on the mediums. And a lot of people are saying Ronnie's doing great. He is. He's doing really well, actually, this race, not going to lie. And unfortunately, he did retire last week in China, which was sad. I was sad. I think everyone was sad. I think everyone wants an underdog to do well, and Ron is one of those underdogs, really. But, you know, and I'm one of those people that, like, I do see a bit of carbon fibre, so I think there must have been still some damage somewhere from front wings. But not as much as we thought it was going to be. But we'll see. As we have got also, we've got Pinsky. And, oh, IXC firm. We've got our first retirement. From, I think, oh, it's just past the castle section. I think it was just a little bit before the castle section. Oh, I was going to hope that everyone was going to finish. But it is Baku at the end of the day. Who all finishes in Baku? But we'll see as NWBB goes into the pits for its fresh air pass. And he gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Now, the pit entry in Baku is hard. I always have to... When I did it in qualifying, I always approach it really slowly because I know it's very short. It's not the shortest one on a calendar. Silverstone is quite short. Silverstone does take me by surprise. Bahrain's quite quick as well. And, well, actually, no, China's quite long as well. I don't know. But anyway, Dan and NWBB are having a little bit of scrap. We also got Pete joining in this as well. NWBB's going to go into possibly turn 4 and then turn 5 and 6. Hopefully they approaching this right. We got Pete trying to capitalise. Oh, that was almost touching there. That was almost touching distance. Oh, that was a little bit of his end plate from Pete gone, I think. Which is a bit of a shame. That would have been a perfect move there. But here we go. I think that's only minor damage, I think. But that's really not going to help him. He probably has to brake a little bit early in the castle section. I think he started to struggle a little bit there. As I think he's made it alright. Yes, he has. That's relief. But Dan is already on the gearbox. He is starting to get the pressure a little bit as we're seeing a bit of a lag from NWBB again. So I think Dan is going to just sit back for the time being. Just wait for the best possible moment as well. There's a few people rooting for Dan in the chat as well. That is good to see. That is good to see. And nice to see a few people rooting. And we've got Quintin not far behind Pete as well. So Pete's got to get a move on. Will Pete decide to go into the pits again? Or will... Oh, Quintin's left. Okay, I think Quintin's had issues. But anyway, Dan's got past NWBB very well there. I almost missed it, but look at that. NWBB has done pretty good, to be honest with you, to try and fend for so long. And then, oh, what's happened to Cowboy? Oh, yuck, yuck, yuck. Not sure what happened there. So we got another retirement. Not in a place where I thought it was going to be. Oh, turn 4. No, it was almost turn 3, 4 there. Ugh, that looked disgusting there. So we're down to 18 drivers. And we're already on lap 9. Now, Quintin has joined. He is back. And I think we're already starting to see a few scraps. I think a lot of people are starting to make mistakes on those soft tyres. And I think it's coming to the stage where they're about to pit and they're just making... They're not finding their rhythm a little bit much. They were more cautious in lap 1. But I think they are starting to lose it just ever so slightly. But we should be alright, hopefully. As NWBB almost lost another position from Aero Specialist. And Pete, I think Pete's gone past him. Almost. Pete is still catching up. Now, it's good to see Pete is still, even with his a bit of his end plate gone, I think he's still going, which is good to see. Which I think the damage must be minor, and he's still good enough to keep going. So that is important around this circuit anyway. As long as he hasn't accumulated any other damage. Now, Ben is still right on the back of Roberto Mancini. We've got swimming on the back of Era. There's just so many battles going on. It's just hard to keep up at times. But it's been a good race so far, I think. Oh, no! Pete! No! Pete's got a time penalty. Typical. Alright, a race where you're probably gonna got on pole. You bottled it. But anyway, I think we've got a yellow flag, and especially I think he got caught up in the incident earlier, and he's dived into the pits, I think. So yeah, we are starting to see front wings die left, right, and centre, which is a bit sad, really. Some of it, I think, it's people's own fault, because obviously the track is quite narrow, not as narrow as Monaco. Oh, Ben Gallagher's binned it. Where has he binned it? Oh, 5 and 6, I think. No, actually, probably less than that. And we have someone that's left. Oh, Ben Gallagher is lagging again. And Quintin's left the session again. Are we suffering? Because last week, I think the first few laps, we suffered a bit of lag. I think we're suffering a laggy lobby. I don't know. But I think we should be alright. But obviously, I will keep you up to date anyway. Because we're seeing a few more people disconnect than usual. I think it might be due to the internet, but we shall see anyway. But it might be that someone who was originally hosting it left the session and then someone else is hosting. I hope it's not me. I pray to God. If it's me that's hosting, I'm so sorry. But anyway, as we've got Jay Carthy is in third. We've got Bassey in the pits. Jack's out! No! What's happened to Jack? We got a virtual safety car. Finally! We haven't had any safety cars at all in any of the other races today. We've got a safety car here. Finally, the game has learned. But I thought, to be honest, I've seen a few bottles earlier. Surely that would have been a safety car more than a virtual safety car, to be honest. But that is racing. That is racing. But Coreboy is not too happy with himself whatsoever, and a few people have dived into the pits. So I believe I'm just going to check how many stops they made. And S-Boy and Casper have made their second stop, so I do believe that was for damage. Aero and Ben, well, Ben I think is damage specialist, obviously had damage as well. So yeah, I think they all pitted for damage. I think they all had front wing changes. So we're seeing. I think we're going to have. I think F1's gonna be in a lot of depth after this race, with a lot of people changing front wings. And one person that's been keeping out of trouble for most of this race is Colo Man. He is about I think he hasn't had much damage, and he's been avoiding trouble. He's only made one stop, and I know. Let me just check what tyres he's on. He's on the mediums, so he's due to stop again. But I'm just going to look at the gap quickly. He is, let me just see. He's got still coming to points still, which is pretty good. We got Dan and Humberto going to try and get some slipstream. Humberto's going to get the toe. He's going to get the DRS. Is he going to get the jump into turn one? Maybe not. Maybe not. We shall see anyway. Humberto's got to find some time to kill anyway. As let's just see who the biggest winners and losers are of. So Ron Life's the biggest winner at the moment. He's gained 10, but I do believe he's still yet to pit. Colo Man's gained 4. Jay Carty's gained 9. Milos gained 1. Dan gained 3. Humberto's lost 4. NWBB's lost 2. Pete has lost 7 because of the bottle he is. Swimmy is get dropped 5. Abassi gained 5, Cam's gained 7, Quintin's gained dropped down 2, Pinsky's dropped 6, Ben Gallagher's gained 2. We are seeing a little bit of a scrap for P4, well P3 actually, for the podium. So we've got Jay Carty, we've got Milos, and we've got Dan as well. And a few people are seeing Dan making some moves. We could get to a point where Dan could make some moves as well. So this could get very tasty before you know it. As Dan is going to have more advantage to DRS. I think Jay Carty's lost DRS. We could have Humberto and MWBB join as well if any of the other guys make a mistake. I will jump on board to NWBB's battle in a minute as well. Let's see that scrap. As NWBB, the slipstream is so OP, and he's got past. And Dan has made past, I think, obviously Ronline's in the pits, and so is Jay Carty. And he's still behind Milos. So, yep, he's still ahead. So, we're online. Oh, okay, that's interesting. One line's come. Oh, we got a yellow flag. Who is that? Who is that yellow flag? Let me get tyres up again, because it's not telling me what that yellow flag is. I won't be surprised if it's turn 5 and 6. But Ronline is doing very well. Now, it's going to take a while for those hard tyres for him to warm up a little bit. And he's still got NWDB behind him, who's been on his tyres for 5 laps. But if he can keep this up, the soft tyres are not going to last long. Ronline could get a podium and maybe also challenge for the win, because Kylo will need to pit again. Milos, I don't think his hard tyres are going to last long. This could be a blessing in disguise for Ron. And I know there's a lot of fans for Ron in the chat. So, you know, I think Ron has made this strategy work well. But as long as he doesn't come into contact with NWBB, I think... Yeah, we are suffering a little bit of lag. I do believe... I think Jack left and the host got transferred. And I have a feeling it was meant to be transferred to Pete. But somehow I have a feeling it might have got transferred to me. And I hope it hasn't, because, yeah. I don't know. We'll find out at the end anyway. There's Milos and Dan. And Dan has just got past Milos with his DRS. The DRS is very powerful in turn 1. You go up to speeds of 210 miles an hour. And Dan is all the way into P2. Dan's in the lead on track. But again, you will have to make another stop, because almost you will have to make a stop in the next lap also. Onyx said, don't jinx him. I've already jinxed Pete. I'm worried I've jinxed someone else as well. As Ronline's going to make a move around the inside. And he does that nicely. Nice defensive from him. He kept to be honest, he kept the car under control there. And he did that well. That looked impressive from the Toro. So Roberto's still on this train as well. Still could be on course for a podium. Yeah, everyone's having red bars for me on my screen. That is very strange. Very, very strange. But we'll see anyway. We can see Ronline starting to pull away, and Miles as well. So I'm guessing these guys have warmed up their tyres a little bit more too, which is good. So Ronline is keeping us under control. And Colo Man is doing well up front on those mediums, which I think the mediums go to around for 12 or 13 laps. I think that's how long the mediums do go on for. Again, I won't know because I didn't do a race. Rip. But anyway, we're pretty much halfway in this race. Yeah, we're halfway up this race now. We're approaching, I think we're just past the halfway point. Yeah, we're on the halfway point now. Lap 15 as Dan is going into the pits now for his next stop. I do believe it's his final stop. Now he's going to go on to mediums now. He's going to be very fast on those mediums. So watch out for this guy. Now, for those of you that don't know him, he is currently sitting P2 in the standings. And he won the title for ILR6 last season. And he got just about in front of Abassi there. And that was brilliant to avoid him. But Bassi's going to get DRS on him. He's going to take the inside line. Dan covers it off. That was almost centimetres to be a crash, but it wasn't. My heart was almost going there. Oh my god, that was crazy. But thank God it didn't result in a crash. But anyway, Jay Carty is doing so well as well and getting into the points as well. So IXC Fun is not going to score any points. Is Collins in this race today? I don't think he is. No, I don't think Collins is in this race. Obviously Collins won't get any points. Ben Gallagher, Ben Gallagher's in 13th, so pretty much the ones on 0 points in the standings are not going to get any points today. So I think it'll be a chance for people that already gotten points to score some points anyway. And massive shout out to all you guys watching. It's great to see a lot of people watching the Thursday night streams. It's great. And combined, out of all the tiers, it's been amazing. So thank you guys so much. Much appreciated. And Jack Hawkeye's left. Obviously, he retired earlier on. And we got... Oh, Ben did. Aero Specialist and Ben Gallagher made... Oh, he's lost his front wing. More front wing damage here in Azerbaijan. And yeah. Why have I missed all these front wing damages? To be honest, I need to pay more attention, but I just don't. But anyway, at least some of these guys are keeping under control. Pete's pitting, and I believe that's his final stop, and he's going on to another set of mediums. Okay, now, can he get to the point with that? The guy in front of him, Pinsky, he's 5 lap old mediums. Cam K's 13 lap pole hards. It would have been doable if Cam K was was in front of him instead of Pinsky. But we'll see. We'll have to wait and see. Now, the gaps in front. Milos is around about 1.9 seconds behind. Now it's 2 seconds actually, because one line's catching up. Now, we are starting to get a few predictions already for who people think is going to win. I'm not going to say much because, yeah, I'm not going to say much to the end, really. You can get your predictions in, surely. You can in the chat, but if people bottle it from those top 3 you predicted, it'll be your fault because you jinxed it, not me. There we go. So, Luke is the one that could be jinxing these people if they're not careful. But anyway, Ron Line has got incredible pace right now. I'm just going to see what his last lap time was. I'm just going to see. Not many penalties, actually. Actually, no, yeah. I think the main penalties we've got is speeding in the pit lane. We've got a few... We had a few 3 seconds somewhere. Just look at his lap time. What is best on the hards? A 1:43.3. And he's been showing some very consistent lap times as well. And Cam K's out of the session. Where is he gone? Where has he retired? Oh, Ben Gallagher's out as well. Oh, God. So, we're down to pretty much 15 drivers already. And I'm just seeing where they retired. I think their car's gone. I can't find these out. I won't be surprised if it's just... Oh, that's when Ben Gallagher retired. I won't be surprised if Cam K bottled it the same corner that I did. But his car was gone very quickly. But actually, no, it's not. I'm just going on board with Casper to see. I just want to see if that's the case. But I don't know. I think it might be turn 1. I won't be surprised if it's that runoff area. No, but I think he must have binned in the pit lane. I'm sure he's binned in the pit lane. Surely. That's a shame anyway from Cam K. So, let's just see how many stops people have made actually out of everyone. So, the top 6, they made 1 stop. So, they're still having their 1-stop strategy. While some people may need to pit for 2 stops. I don't know. And we've got Dan on 2 stops. Abbasi's done 1 stop. Jay Carthy's done 1 stop. Pinsky's done 2. Peter's done 2. The bottle. Specialist has done 1. S-Boy has done 2. Quintin has done 2. Casper's done 3. Now I said, oh, Casper's going to do fine on the softs. He's going to have no collisions whatsoever. And look, he's down in last place in the finishers. But, oh, and he's bottled in the castle section. Great. Yeah, I think I've lost count on how many jinxes commentators curses I've made so far this race. I think I must be up to about 7 or 8. I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest. But there is Casper. We've already seen in the last race in ILR5 in China last week. We've seen both Mercedes have a huge ball class, to be honest, a disaster class in anything. And it could return to another Mercedes bottle class, to be honest. Bottle disaster class. We got yellow flag again. Oh, someone probably damaged their front wing in sector 2. Who's that? Because everyone's gone past sector 2. Who is that? Oh, Jay Carty. I think that might be him. I don't know. Oh, and he's out. He did the exact same mistake I did, but a different corner. He has so much damage to his front wing, and he just hit the wall, and he just out. But anyway, Coleman has to pit. Ron Line is 6/10 behind Milos now. So to be honest, I think I was expecting Coleman to pit anyway. To be honest, that was expected. So Ron Line's just got to find a few more fibre in his being to pit really. And another person that's close to better is NWBB as well. I think he's closer actually, going through turn 4 and approaching turn 5. To be honest, I don't know how these guys manage these corners. Oh no, is that another wall hit from NWBB? And this boy is out of the race. Oh, where did that go? Where did he bin it? I won't be surprised if it's around the left-hand side. Oh, that is well and away from other cars there. Surely that's a safety car. Come on. If that didn't cause a safety car, then what is life? I mean, what is life? I'm sure there will be a lot of people trying to avoid that. Now, we had some comments in the chat that Milos does have to pit. Let me just check. Oh, I don't know. Because we've had people that are doing one stops that are on 11 lap old hards, but they might pit earlier due to front wing damage. And I think we got S-Boy in the chat. As he said, yep, rip me. Sorry to hear, mate. But at least you're seeing the positives anyway. As Ron Line, I don't think he's going to get past. So let's just jump back on board with MWBB. I don't think he sustained damage from hitting the wall. But yes, he has. He has to dive into the pit, sadly. And I do believe it will be a front wing change, and he's binned it in the pits. So yeah, that's almost certain for a front wing change. So we'll have to wait and see. Yeah. Oh, he's got a 5-second stop go as well. That is probably gonna go bad to worse, I think. And I think Pete is gonna get slipstream from. I think it's gonna be from Pinsky as well. So yeah, I think what we've seen in summary in this Baku race is a lot of slipstream fest because it's so powerful. But the DRS is so powerful around here. We could see another move potentially as well. So 6 laps to go. Let us know in the chat who is your driver of the day so far. I won't be surprised to know who Onyx's driver of the day is. Because he's been rooting for him for the whole stream, and he hasn't, you know, and that was almost a second disaster class from Pete. He almost had a disaster trip to the castle section there, but luckily he avoided that, which was good. Now Ron Line doesn't need to overtake Milos. He could go ahead of him because he'll have fresher tyres anyway. He can save a little bit of his ERS, which he's doing. Now, Ron Line is on 38. Now, let's see what Milos is in. Milos is on 19. So, at the moment, I think Milos is saving ERS. I think that's what he's trying to do. But, again, I'm not entirely sure how long the hards last about here. And Khalifa in the ILR5 chat is quite surprised why there isn't a safety car. I thought exactly the same thing. As Ron Line is catching incredibly close. And I think Pete's got past Pinsky and is up into 9th. But anyway, let's just jump back. Because Ron Line is just edging. He just can't make any mistake. He's just got to wait. I think he's judging at the right moment. You can see he's being cautious in some corners, which is good at this point. You know, you've got to know the other driver's surroundings, and I think since these two guys are around about similar pace, I think that's what's causing them to do as well as they thought, really. So we shall see. Oh, Ron has damage apparently, but I think it's end plate damage. But he's still gaining on Milos, so as long as he doesn't avoid more instance to the wall, then he should be fine. Well, because I don't know. According to someone, he's got damage, but I can't tell him he's got damage because he's still gonna get slipstream anyway. Yeah, he's got newer tires as well. He's gonna get the inside. That was textbook stuff from online. Milos is on 16 16 used hards. Ronline's on 9. And Dan is going to do exactly the same, but he's on fresher tyres, but he's on mediums. But I think soon they're going to break even. So we've got, I think, Swimmy almost trying to make a move past Dan as well. So Dan could potentially be up for another podium if he could gain another 2 seconds. And I think Milos is still gaining. So yeah, unfortunately, he's lost a bit of his right ring, I think. Yeah. Oh no, that was another jinx there. It's going to be damage limitation, really. It kind of reminds me of Daniel Ricciardo in, Monaco last year, where he lost so much power. Oh, Milos, he spinned it in the castle section. That was lucky to only have minor damage from that. Oh, he's left. Oh, okay. What happened there? So he kind of reset himself from the track there. So he's disconnected there. So that's been the potential podium. And Uberto, he's dropped down. Dan's all the way up into second right now. So I think you can count Ron as a very lucky bunny, happy bunny right now. He is going to be, he's gonna breathe a sigh of relief knowing that Milos is no longer on his, and Specialist is out. What happened there? I'm not going to see because I want to go and jump in the battle for P3. And I think Huberto, lost another position. And we got a yellow flag. It's telling me yellow flag set to 2 everywhere. And Huberto goes into the pits. Colo is in P4 on the softs. Could he get fastest lap? He can be on the podium as well. Now, let's see how many stops he's done. He's done 2. He's making that 2 stop. So wait, did he start on the hards or did he start on the mediums? I don't know. Oh, I can't. To be honest, I can't remember on the top of my head did he start on the hards or the mediums. But I don't know. He might have done mediums, medium, soft. If he's done mediums, and soft, then good on him. He's avoided all the carnage, to be honest. So I thought there was only going to be a few cars retiring due to the fact there was hardly any incidents in lap 1. There was more incidents in the second half of the race than it was on the first. Typical me. Typical me. And I will need to double check actually what happened to Milos there, because I don't know. It was very odd for him to go past Castle then go back again. But I don't know. But anyway, Milos is down into 6th now, but I think he's ghosted. Or is he back? I can't really tell, to be honest, but we shall see. I'll get the positions up. But Bassie's done quite well as well. He's another big gainer. 10 places. And Colo's gained 2 on the 2 stop. So Bassie, Colo. No, excuse me a minute. Top 5. I have no bad things to say about the top 5, because both the top 5, they put on different strategies and made it work. And Colo's just made his way past Swimmy. I think Colo's going to get P3. Colo's about 2 seconds behind Dan. Don't forget Colo's on the soft, don't forget. So Dan's P2 could potentially be at risk. This could be a fascinating end to this Grand Prix. Oh, NWBB's out. We've got another victim. Surprisingly, it's not in the castle. What is it? I'm just going to see. I can't really tell, to be honest, where he's gone. It's not going to tell me. But anyway, Abassi has another person that just made his way past the ghosting Milos. So he's gained that. Well, he's back to P5. I think the AI Or it might be that Miles is... Yeah, I think Miles is back, actually. Because I think we've got... I was just thinking, is there Mercedes behind? But it's just laps. I'm not sure. So... Oh, and... Casper is... Casper has had a bottle there almost. Please don't bottle in the castle section. That was close. Will he... Because he's already about a lap or 2 laps down already. Will he go for fastest lap? I don't know how he's going to count. I think he can still get fastest lap in that game. So yeah, I think we're down to 11 drivers now. Which is sad, but there we go. That is what can happen in racing, sadly, as we have... I think we're online starting the penultimate lap here. Now, I wasn't going to do podium interviews today because I do have to dash, but I know a lot of you would want to hear from Ronline at the end of this race, so I think just by popular demand I am going to get... I might get it, I don't know. I will have to dash after this because I need to do some errands for my mum. But I don't know. We'll see anyway. I'll just have enough time, but we'll see. As Kylo Man, I think Kylo Man's dropped it. I think he's about 3.3 seconds behind. He was 2 seconds behind down beforehand. And I believe I did see Huberto get the fastest lap. Now, because he's in the top 10, he is going to get 1 extra point. Because I think you can only get 1 extra point if you finish in the top 10. I was about to say qualify inside the top 10, but you don't really want to do that. Is there any battles going on? It's coming to be a quieter end, to be honest, apart from the top half. It could be that Milos is... I think Miles is back, because obviously there's no ghosting. So, he is on the challenge for P5 now. He's going to be on the comeback. Do you think that's where he would have been after the crash, maybe? No, after he went into the pits? Because I think that's where he might have been. But, yeah, we do have someone in the ILR5 chat. And that was from Nathan. And we've got Swimmy and Colo having a bit of a scrap. Swimmy managing to get around the outside of him there. Of Colo Man, the outside line. And Swimmy out of nowhere has made it to P3. What? There's so much change already in this Grand Prix. This is just mind-boggling. Onyx did say at the beginning of the stream, or someone said at the beginning of the stream anyway, that it was impossible to predict the podium. And to be honest, these guys are right. That's why I haven't predicted the podium. So as we're on the final lap, and I'm sorry, I unless the battle goes on for Colo, I have to go on board with Ronline. Ronline he's nailed the strategy. He started. Let me just check where he started again. He started 10th. He started. He was either 10th or 11th. No, 11th actually. He started 11th, and I think I said that 11th could be a good place to start here in Baku, and I wasn't wrong. He's got a bit of damage on his front wing, and he's still keeping going, and he's still in a good position to win as well. He's put, apart from that damage, he's put no fault of his own all race. He's been involved in some good battles. He's put the mistakes of China behind him. We've seen Zeppa do that. He had a bad race in China and he had a good race in Baku. We could see a repeat here, and we are going to. Ronline's going to cross the line. He wins his first race in ILR5. He wins the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Fantastic. The crowd are going wild. Dan comes across the line with a fantastic P2. I do believe, due to that, Dan will take the lead of the championship due to the fact Crawboy has retired. The gap before this race was 9 points. Yeah, Dan will take the lead of the championship. Coleman with a fantastic... Colo Man, sorry. With a fantastic P3. I think they got each other across the line. I'm so sorry I missed that. I do apologise. We have got... Oh, I'm missing all these battles. I don't know why. And we got Pinsky. No, Pinsky, don't slow down. Don't slow down because... Oh, yeah, he can slow down because he's celebrating too early there. He's going to get his first point. Actually, he got points already in a few weeks ago. My bad. I thought he was going to get his first point. My bad. But anyway, what a race. I mean, it's been, you know, it's been ever so close. So here we go. Ronline doing a Toro Rosso people proud. I do racing Toro Rosso, so it's a bittersweet moment, to be honest. But Ronline takes the win. It is a fan favourite, to be honest. I'm so happy that he's won. I think most people in the chat's happy that he's won as well. So there we go. We have got a well-deserving podium, actually. And it's going to be hard to decide who is going to get driver of the day. I don't know. It's between Ronline and... I would have to give it to Ronline due to the fact that he started 11th and finished first. And also Colo for making the 2-stop work. And Dan also on 2-stop as well. So I have to give it to the whole top 3, to be honest. But anyway, Ronline wins the race. Dan P2, Colo P3, Swimmy P4, Bassi 5th, Milos 6th, Pete 7th, Herberto 8th, Pinsky 9th, Quintin 10th, Casper 11th, NWBB 12th, who is your first retirement, and then your non-finish as well are Specialist, S-Boy, J Carty, Cam K, Ben Gallagher, Jack, Callboy, IXE Fun, and that's it. So, we are about to get your interviews underway, and I will get the headphones. Hopefully I've got everybody, because otherwise that will be a disaster. But anyway, so my oh my, that I enjoyed that race. That was one of those Baku races. I can say that I pretty much enjoyed myself from start to finish. It was a clean lap 1, but then Chaos let loose from around about lap 10, I think it was, and that was where all the chaos was it instigated? That's the word. So okay, so here we go. So right, we are. I'm just gonna put the. So let me just sort out this. I always have to take a while sorting out these interview things because they take forever. So right, we are going to get the top 3 in this interview room. Let me just see if I have them. That is, I'll probably only have them. I'll probably invite them in if I have them. Now, let us know in the chat what's been your favourite part of the race. And a few people saying give a race from top 4. I agree. So, do I have everybody? I don't. Okay. Well, I don't think I have anyone. So I'll have to. Ronline's still in the lobby, so I'll get Ronline in. Let me just. So I'll follow him as well. There we go. And Ronline. I'm just adding him as a friend at the moment. So. Oh, why is that not working? Why is that not working? I've already sent a friend request. Okay. So now I'll stay here for the moment. And I think he's accepted, which is good. So I'm just going to check to see if I have others. I don't think I have Colo because he's reserve. And I don't have Dan either. No, I don't have Dan either. So let's just get our winner. So, because I will have to dash in a minute. So, he's right down the bottom, I know it. Well, someone added me anyway. Hopefully it was Ronline. Ronline. Ronline, where are you? I'm actually going to check to see if he has accepted my friend request. Which he hasn't. I think I'm actually going to check to see if they want, because obviously podium interviews are not compulsory. They don't have to do it. I'm just going to check to see if anyone has. Does Ronline have a mic? I think he might not actually. I don't know, to be honest. So no, he hasn't got. I'll have to. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna get an interview with any of these guys because I forgot to add the other two, and they left the lobby, and Ronline hasn't added me yet. So, and I have to dash. So that will be the end of ILR5. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you want some more ILR action from these lovely people in this tier, we'll be back next week in Spain. Now, Spain is a used track, which is used quite a lot, to be honest, because it's obviously a testing track in real life, obviously. I don't know. We could see some battling, but it's going to be hard to overtake. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll find out next week from the guys. We've also got ILR3 Xbox, which I'm commentating tomorrow. If you want to see more of my commentating, we'll be in Baku again. So hopefully we'll see some more battles then. We've got Jack, JSR Snakes commentating with me. And there's also we got ILR 1, 2, 4 and 5 as well, Xbox on at 7:30 as well, on respective on their people's Twitches. You'll find out on the Twitter anyway. And then we got ILR 1, 2 and 3 on at a PS4 on a Sunday at well, ILR 1 at 5 and then ILRs 2 and 3 at 7 PM. I almost forgot the times, but there we go. So thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Oh, okay. I think we have a run line online. Maybe, please. I thought we did because he's gone out of my friend request. He's gone out of my friend request. He's not online on my PSN yet. I'll have to end the stream. So thanks for watching. Make sure you join me tomorrow for ILR3 Xbox. If not, make sure you join me same time, same place next week at 8 PM for the Spanish Grand Prix. So goodbye. Have a good evening.